Kevin Stefanski, who he mentioned there. This is how he introduced his new defensive coordinator.
Coach Schwartz's resume speaks for itself. He's somebody that I have a ton of respect for. We did not know each other personally really before this process, but we have a lot of mutual friends, and I've admired his career from afar. Has done it at a high level, at multiple stops, and just pleased that we really believe he's the guy to lead our defense. And we're excited to add him to our staff, excited to add him to the organization, and the wealth of knowledge that he can bring to this group, including myself.
After that, Kevin Stefanski left the stage to Jim Schwartz, but he did say this in a statement. Jim has seen success at each of his coaching stops because he knows how to get the best out of his players and will match scheme to suit strengths. Jim's a passionate leader who believes in teaching the fundamentals. Let's welcome in Tim Bielik from the Plain Dealer as well as cleveland.com. And Tim, it's a little bit of a snapshot there of why this job appealed to Jim Schwartz and what appealed to Kevin Stefanski about Jim Schwartz.
Yeah, and I think, from what Schwartz was talking about, obviously familiarity played a role, not just kind of in, obviously knowing Andrew Berry from their time together in Philadelphia, but also, familiarity and what he was talking about, Kevin Stefanski's role, the way he worked his way up the NFL coaching ladder. It's like what Jim Schwartz talked about as well, when he kind of got his start as a intern and then became a scout for Bill Belichick at the end of the initial run of the Browns before they moved to Baltimore in the mid-90s. That kind of path that he's taken, slowly working his way up the ladder. He's gotten all these defensive coordinator stops. And to me, I think that statement speaks volumes because it tells me what they're kind of looking for in defensive coordinators, a guy who's going to, maximize what his talent is and, do what he can to put them in the best positions to succeed. And I think that's been a criticism you and I have talked about before of some of the things that Joe Woods had a hard time really doing, especially last season for the Browns. So Schwartz is a guy who's proven he's been a defensive coordinator in Tennessee, Buffalo, and Philadelphia. And everywhere he's gone, the defenses have been very good. They're fast, they're physical, they create a lot of pressure and havoc. And certainly he's got a roster where he's got some talent to work with. And if he can kind of get the most out of them, this defense has a chance to really turn things around next season.